The most powerful words of Sigmund Freud about the very essence of human existence. Motivate and inspire. Thoughts worth listening to. Depression isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you've tried to be strong for too long. Before diagnosing yourself with depression and low self-esteem, make sure you are not surrounded by idiots. We are never as defenseless as when we love and never as hopelessly unhappy as when we lose the object of love or his love. If you have forgiven a person everything, then it is finished with him. The only perversion is the lack of sex. Everything else is a matter of everyone's choice. The first sign of stupidity is the complete lack of shame. Most people don't really want freedom because it involves responsibility, and responsibility is scary for most people. The only person you have to compare yourself to is you in the past. And the only person you should be better than is who you are now. We are not always free from mistakes that we laugh at others about. Everything that you do in bed is wonderful and absolutely correct. If only they both like it. If there is this harmony, then you and only you are right, and all those who condemn you are perverts. Wit as an outlet for feelings of hostility that cannot be satisfied in any other way. Nothing in life is more expensive than illness and stupidity. How courageous and self-confident one becomes who becomes convinced that he is loved. A woman should soften, not weaken a man. People are more moral than they think and much more immoral than they can imagine. The first person to throw a curse instead of a stone was the creator of civilization. A person never renounces anything, he simply replaces one pleasure with another. It is human nature to value and desire above all that which he cannot achieve. He who loves many knows women. He who loves one knows love. The first sign of onset dementia is loss of shame. In a love relationship, one cannot spare each other, since this can only lead to alienation. If there are difficulties, they must be overcome. The more flawless a person is outside, the more demons he has inside. When inspiration doesn't come to me, I go halfway to meet it. Unfortunately, suppressed emotions don't die. They were silenced, and they continue to influence a person from the inside. The mystery of the human soul is contained in the psychic dramas of childhood. Get to the bottom of these dramas and healing will come. Everything secret becomes neurosis. The ultimate goal of any human activity is to achieve peace. Neurosis is the inability to tolerate uncertainty. A true masochist will always put his cheek where he has the prospect of getting hit. The task of making a person happy was not part of the plan for the creation of the world. If the couple stopped fighting, then love died. When it comes to self-justification, we are all geniuses here. The moment a person begins to think about the meaning and value of life, one can begin to consider him sick. Being completely honest with yourself is a good exercise. The husband is almost always just a substitute for the beloved man, and not the man himself. A small child is immoral. He has no internal inhibitions against the desire for pleasure. Sex is the end in itself of all things. And do not invent other motivations for yourself. This is ridiculous. Nothing is accidental. Everything has a root cause. The limitedness of pleasure only increases its value. The world is ruled by lust for power, sex, and hunger. The crowd is anonymous and not responsible. The sense of responsibility, which always restrains individuals, completely disappears in the crowd. The great question that has not been answered and that I still cannot answer, despite my 30 years of research into the female soul, is the question, what does a woman want? When I am criticized, I can defend myself, but I am powerless against praise. Love itself, like suffering, deprivation, reduces the feeling of self-worth, but mutual love, the possession of a beloved object, again increases it. In our dreams, we always have one foot in childhood. My world is a small island of pain floating in an ocean of indifference. Love and hunger are crossed in a woman's breast. Love is the most proven way to overcome shame. All of our actions are based on two motives: the desire to become great and the sexual desire. Dreaming is the royal road to the unconscious. People are strong as long as they advocate a strong idea. The main cause of suffering is lack of support, hence the anxiety and the neurosis caused by it. This means that the awareness of hopelessness is a fairly effective way to relieve anxiety. Fate accepts no excuses. Why don't we fall in love every month with something new? Because when parting, we would have to lose a piece of our own heart. Recognizing a problem is half the battle in solving it. Only the realization of childhood dreams can bring happiness. If a person begins to take an interest in the meaning of life or its value, it means that he is sick. Speaking, you get rid of. So, a mother, satisfying the child's hunger, becomes the first object of his love and, of course, the first barrier against all foggy dangers that threaten from the outside world. We would say, the first fear is a refuge. The world of two cannot be understood by billions. We do not choose each other by chance. We only meet those who already exist in our subconscious. The masses have never known a thirst for truth. They demand illusions without which they cannot live. You never stop looking for strength and confidence outside, but you need to look in yourself. They have always been there. We enter the world alone and alone we leave it. People are more moral than they think and much more immoral than they can imagine. There is nothing more expensive than illness and ignoring it. We are our desires. We strive more to avoid pain than to experience joy. The sense of responsibility, which always restrains individuals, completely disappears in the crowd. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, and nothing but a cigar. Friends, what quote did you like the most? We are waiting for your reply in the comments. Subscribe to our channel, My Inspiration, and play the bell so you don't miss the next videos. Thanks for watching.